Well, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are out here on a different pond today. Again, this is Lance, the trout guy, not a bass guy. But I've spoken with a couple different fishermen, and I think in addition to the last arsenal that you saw that I was throwing around these little ponds, I've got a little switch up here. And the biggest thing I'm gonna switch up and I'm hopeful for is this black and blue colored jig. I'm gonna be throwing that around. I'm still gonna throw around that red crankbait because that caught the most bass the last time. And then the other thing I'm gonna throw around that I've seen people throwing around is a jerk bait. So this actually worked really well for some brown trout, and if you probably already watched that episode up at a different lake. So it's a rainbow color pattern. There are no rainbow trout in this lake, but it's bright, and we'll see if it'll mimic at least some kind of dead bait fish for them. So here we go. Oh, there's a fish there. What the heck? I thought it was totally, here we go, first fish. I thought it was totally a third cast. Sweet, all right, we're already on the fish today. Maybe today will be a better day than the last video. Last video was fine. I shouldn't really complain about it. I mean, we was catching fish, but look at this little baby. Yee! Little tiny bass to start out today. This was the third cast, and I swear to God, I thought I had like weeds in there, and it felt a little different than the other ones, but all right, here we go. We're on the board. One little bass. Cool, man. All right, well, I was actually just thinking that this was probably too because I was hitting weeds already. I was like, oh, this is not a good idea to use this crank, but here we are. Maybe I'll just make like one pass around this pond. These ponds are so small, and honestly, you can pretty much fish them. Like if you go out for 4 hours, you could fish like each hour. You could make a lap around these ponds and then throw, you know, whatever bait for that hour and just kind of test things out. And again, I am just not a bass person. I only fish them about like 6-8 weeks out of the year or something like that, which maybe is a lot, but mostly I like trout. I just gotta hike up to the Continental Divide and go catch those trouty boys. And that's boys with spelled with an I, B-O-I-E. Trouty boys. That was cool. Did not expect a little tiny baby like that. Maybe what I gotta do is I gotta reel a little bit slower as I start towards the bank, because it seemed like it's a little shallow. But man, that was a good sign. The other good sign, and why, I mean, it's a weekend, and that's one of the reasons why I'm fishing, but we've had a lot of cold fronts, and like with almost no relief with them, meaning we've had just cold front after cold front after cold front, and it's been super windy on the front range here. And so, oh, there's another one. Sweet, 2 in a row. Holy cow, that was like cast 6, maybe something like that. Got him. That one's a better fighter and a little bigger. Oh yeah, that one's a nice one. All full of hooks here. Come on, come up here, buddy. Wow, the red crank is crushing this morning. Sweet, that one's an even better one. Look at that guy. Dope, man. So yeah, they are definitely playing today. They were not playing when I was out here 2 weekends ago, and part of it, again, I think is a lot of it has to do with that cold front that we've had. Just brutal on the front range. It's been super windy too, so here's a good look at this guy from this angle. Beautiful largemouth bass. That is number 2. Way better of a day today. Holy cow, if we just crush today, maybe I'll be done, able to go home for breakfast early. Thanks for playing, man. Sick. Very good. Very, very good. Much better than where we've been at before. Let's see if I can get turned around. Well, that is super promising, I gotta tell you. 2 in a row like that, cannot complain. 0 complaints. Pretty much 2 in a row. I mean, I think it was like maybe 1 cast in between. I'll have to review the footage, but there was not that many casts in between me catching that second one. And now the wind's picking up, which kind of sucks. I was just talking about the wind and how we were getting a relief from it, but apparently not right now. But these pre-span bass, they are active today, it looks like. That is good. And we got some weeds. And obviously, always my goal is to catch big fish. Catch fish, number 1 goal. Number 2 goal is to catch big fish. So what we are after today is, I did last year, but I did not turn it in, and I wish I would have reported anyway. And that is if you catch any bass over 18 inches in Colorado, you can get a master angler. And I did catch 1 bass that was over 18 inches. I'll throw it up here on the screen. That was over 18 inches. And I wish I would have submitted it into the state of Colorado, because I would have got my master angler award. I'm actually really glad I picked this pond. There was a guy that was, I pulled up to one of the other ponds. Like, there's 2 parking areas. Well, there's 1 parking area that's designated, and the other one's just kind of sort of a free-for-all. But anyway, I pulled up to the one that's designated, and there was a guy unloading his kayak. And I was like, hey buddy, are you fishing here? Or which pond are you gonna fish? He's like, probably the back one. And that's the one I was gonna target. And so I was like, I'll just give that. I was like, I won't bug you, buddy. You can have that one to yourself. Because these ponds get hit pretty hard. It's like anything on the Front Range, hit pretty hard. So I guess it was maybe the karma's paying off here. All right, I've made 1 trip around the pond. I'm fighting the wind here. I'm gonna see if I can get some on this blue and black jig. We got 2 on that red crankbait so far. Oh, I thought that was a fish. Well, they hated this. Not even 1 bite. So screw that for today, I guess. And now I'm gonna switch to now I'm gonna switch over to this, and I'm gonna do the whole lake. So I made 2 laps so far on this lake. I'm gonna make another lap here and try this rainbow colored jerkbait. Here we go. There we go. Got one, finally. Way out in the middle of nowhere. That one feels pretty good. Oh yeah, that one feels nice. All right, decent one. Cool. Maybe they moved out to the middle now. They're done with the shore, I don't know. Barely hooked him. Let's see if I can lip him here before he flops off. Feels good, felt good. Probably because it was just deeper, but all right. Man, I was starting to wonder if I was gonna catch any more. Holy heck. Took a long time. I made, I think you heard from the video there, I made like, this was a fourth trip around. And now I'm just kind of floating around in the middle of the lake. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll just cast around the middle of the lake until I gotta head home for the day. So, yeehaw. Got another one there if I don't hook myself here and further ruin my waders. All right, we're back on the board, number 3. I would still love to get some giant one though, so, but this one's pretty good for now. Sweet. There we go, got another one. Ooh, that one feels good. They all feel good, I feel like. There you go, they must have moved out further. They're not next to shore anymore. This one might be the best one of the day. Let's see here, come on, buddy. Close to it. Close to it. And again, 2 in a row there on the old red crankbait. Ooh, that guy is dangerous with the hooks. There we go. Sweet, just like that, back to back, back to back. I was starting to wonder, man. Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll just paddle around here on the outside of, or you know, more in the middle of this lake, and work on these guys who are out further deeper. Maybe they've been less pressured too. I don't know. Back on the board again, number 4. Number 4. So far, best bass day for me of this season. Yeehaw!